Itaro Emmanuel. Once again, you are welcome to We're Going to Talk. Today we are going to look at living things and non-living things. These are learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to give the meaning of living things and non-living things. You should be able to mention 5 examples of living things. You should be able to mention 5 examples of non-living things. State 5 characteristics of living things and state 5 difference between plants and animals. Now, before no further ado, let's start. Living things. What are living things? Living things are things that has life. Living things are things that have life. Examples are plants and animal. Plants and animal have life. Some people may not think that plants have life, but in biology, plant has life. Examples of this plant and animal is mango tree, spider, pawpaw plant, fishes, rats, earthworm, etc., etc. Now, what are non-living things? Non-living things are things that do not have life. That do not have life. Examples are what? Table, stoves, cup, fan, Bible, etc., etc. Now, what are the characteristics of living things? All living things exhibit general characteristics, and this includes, you can use this symbolic for it. Call it Mr. Niger Car. Mr. Niger Car. So the M stand for movement, R for reproduction, N for nutrition, I for irritability, or you can call it response, E for excretion, R for reproduction, C for competition, A for adaptation, and D for death. Now, what is movement? Movement refers to the ability of living organism to move from one place to another. All living organism must be able to move from one place to another. It is found that plant has organs for movement. Animal has organs for movement, while plants don't have organs for movement, and they cannot move from one place to another. Now, reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction is the ability of living organism to give rise to new offsprings of the same species. That is, individual of the same species. That is, all living organism. Before you can say the living organism, they must be able to give rise to their species of the same kind. Nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition is simply the process by which living organisms obtain their food. All living organisms need essential nutrients in which to sustain them for their life. For a living organism to be a living organism, it must be able to feed. Irritability. Irritability simply is also called response. It is the ability of living organism to respond to both internal and external stimulus. Before a living organism can be said to be a living organism, it must be able to respond to a stimuli. Stimuli of cold, heat, pain, pressure, etc. Excretion. What is excretion? Excretion is the removal, is the process by which a living organism gets rid of their waste products of their body metabolism. For a living organism a living organism to say that it is a living organism, it must be able to perform the process of excretion, must remove waste, metabolic waste out of the body. Now, say this one is respiration. Respiration is the process by which living organisms exchange gases between themselves and with their environment. So that saying exchange of gases, breathing in and breathing out. All living organisms need oxygen to sustain their life. Without oxygen, living organisms cannot cease to exist. Therefore, all living organisms must be able to breathe in. Before you can say that a living organism is a living organism, it must be able to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Competition. Competition is the ability of organism to struggle for survival or ability of organism to compete for limited space, food, shelter, and health criteria. Before you can say that a living organism is a living organism, they must be able to compete for this material. Adaptation. Adaptation simply refers to the ability of living organism to live successfully in a particular habitat. That is, it is the ability of living organism to adapt, to struggle for survival, to stay in its habitat. That is, to adapt to its habitat. For you to be able before you can say living organism is a living organism, he must be able to survive, to live successfully, to tolerate, to adapt to his environment. And the last of all is death. All living organisms have limited life existence. Have limited life existence. Have limited life existence. Now, this limited life existence or limited lifespan. Now, all organisms pass through life histories in which before they can live their deaths. When they give birth to them, they must be able to grow. After they grow, they must mature, and after they must come to their old age. After they come to their old age, then finally death. Before you can say that a living organism, it must pass through all these stages of life. That is, then it must be able to come to death, because all organisms in this world have limited lifespan, limited life existence. Now, as we are saying before, living organisms are things that have life, and we botany in biology, we divide them into two groups. Simply plants and animals. Living organisms are simply divided into two groups, plants and animals. Now, what are the difference between these plants and animals? Generally, what can we say that it is the difference between these plants and animals? Number one, plants are autotrophs. They can manufacture their food. Autotroph means that animals or organisms that can manufacture their food by themselves, that can manufacture or synthesize food by themselves. Animals, animals are heterotrophs. They cannot manufacture the food. They cannot manufacture the food by themselves, but they depend on the autotroph, which is the plant. Example is man, is goats. You understand? Now we have plants cannot move from one place to another. One animal can move from one place to another. Another one, plant has no organ of movement. Animal has organs of movement. Another one, plants show slow response to stimuli or stimuli, while animals show fast response to stimuli or stimuli. Another one, plant has no sense organs, while animals have well-developed sense organs. Another one, plants have no circulatory system, while animals have well-developed circulatory system. Another one, plants store lipid as oil, while animals store lipid as fats. Another one, growth in plants is apical. If you see a plant that is growing, you will see that their growth is resistant to some part of their body. They always grow very tall. Then their width always increase small. That is growth is resistant to some part of their body. It is apical. While growth in animal takes place all over their body. So the term we use to describe it is intercalary. So at the end of this lesson now, we have looked at living things and non-living things. Living things are things that has life, while non-living things are things that do not have life. We give examples. These are we look at the character in our learning objective. We give the meaning of living things and the meaning of non-living things. We give examples. We state the character characteristics. What are the characteristics? Use the mnemonics to remember it. Say Mr. Niger Car, which means air movement, reproduction, nutrition, irritability, excretion, respiration, competition, adaptation, death. So we have living organisms divided into two groups, plants and animals. And we quickly look at the difference between plants and animals. So I think you enjoyed this tip that I've given you. Please subscribe to the video and enjoy it at your own pace. See you in the next video where we are going to be pasting, and I know you are going to enjoy it. Thank and God bless you.